You're welcome to CIA News Africa. I am Chidi Ikenna Amubi. The Anambra State government has reaffirmed its commitment to industrialization and economic development through strategic investments in power infrastructure. The Commissioner for Power and Water Resources, Engineer Kasme Chinenye Agumado, has inspected the ongoing Oboji Injection Substation project in Orumba North local government area of Anambra State. The Oboji Injection Substation project is one of the key power infrastructure initiatives of the Anambra State government aimed at supporting industrial growth and attracting investment. During an inspection tour of the facility, the Commissioner for Power and Water Resources, Engineer Kasme Chinenye Agumado, assessed the progress of work on the project, which is expected to provide between 20 and 24 hours of uninterrupted electricity supply daily to the Anambra Mixed-Use Industrial City, also known as AMIC. The industrial city is a major economic hub designed to drive manufacturing, commerce, and investment in the state. Speaking during the inspection, Engineer Agumadu expressed satisfaction with the level of work completed, noting that major components of the project have been substantially delivered. According to Agumadu, he said, the installation of electric poles, cable laying, construction of the control building, landscaping, and other civil works have all been completed. The 7.5 MVA 33 over 11 kV transformer designated to power the industrial grid has also been successfully installed, he said. The commissioner explained that the transformer has the capacity to meet the current electricity needs of the industrial city, while provisions have been made for future expansions as industrial activities and population increase. He reiterated the commitment of Governor Chukwuma Soludo administration to providing critical infrastructure that stimulates economic growth, attracts investors, and improves the quality of life of residents. Engineer Agumad described the Oboji Injection Substation as a legacy project that will accelerate urbanization, boost industrial development, create employment opportunities, and position Anambra as a preferred destination for business, manufacturing, and innovation. When fully operational, the project is expected to significantly enhance economic activities within the Anambra mixed-use industrial city and surrounding communities, further advancing the state's industrialization agenda. This is CIA News Africa. Subscribe to this channel if you're watching this video on YouTube, and follow this page if you're watching this video on Facebook. I am Chidi Ikenna Amobi. You have a wonderful day ahead. You're welcome to CIA News Africa. I am Chidi Ikenna Amobi. The Anambra State Agency for the Control of AIDS, ANSACA, has revealed that Anambra currently records an HIV prevalence rate of 2.4%, making it the highest in the southeastern and the fifth highest in Nigeria. The agency is now seeking increased funding and support to achieve its target of eliminating new HIV infections by 2028. The executive director of the Anambra State Agency for the Control of AIDS, Dr. Nkem Okeke, has described the state's HIV prevalence rate of 2.4% as a major public health concern requiring urgent and coordinated action. Dr. Okeke made the disclosure during a familiarization visit by the House Committee on Health of the Anambra State House of Assembly to the agency's headquarters. According to him, the prevalence rate is higher than the national average of 2.1%, placing Anambra fifth among the 36 states of the Federation and first in the southeast geopolitical zone. He noted that although significant progress has been recorded in the fight against HIV/AIDS, more efforts are needed to reverse the trend and reduce new infections across the state. The ANSACA boss highlighted ongoing interventions, including expanded Moonlight outreach programs and a strengthened world-based volunteer network aimed at taking awareness campaigns testing and treatment services closer to the communities. Dr. Keke stated that the agency's goal is to achieve zero new HIV infections by the year 2028. However, he identified inadequate budgetary allocation and overdependence on donor funding as major challenges threatening the realization of the target. He therefore called for sustained government support and stronger collaboration among stakeholders to enhance HIV prevention and treatment programs. Earlier, the chairman of the House Committee on Health and member representing Aguata 2 constituency, Honorable Tony Mobige, commended the agency's renewed vision and strategic initiatives. Honorable Mobige assured that the committee understands the funding challenges facing Ansaka and remains committed to supporting efforts aimed at strengthening HIV/AIDS programs across the state. The visit further highlighted growing collaboration between the state legislature and Ansaka in the collective effort to improve prevention, treatment, and coordination of HIV/AIDS intervention in Anambra State. This is CIA News Africa. Subscribe to this channel if you're watching this video on YouTube, and follow this page if you're watching this video on Facebook. I am Chidi Ikenna Amobi. You're welcome to CIA News Africa. I am Chidi Ikenna Amobi. The Anambra State government has intensified efforts to enforce physical planning regulations as part of Governor Chukwuma Soludo's urban regeneration agenda. The Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development has continued the marking of illegal structures and shanties that violate approved setback requirements across the state. In a renewed drive to restore order and ensure sustainable urban development, the Anambra State Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development carried out another round of inspections and marking of structures that failed to comply with setback regulations. Speaking to journalists during the exercise in Nnewi, the Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Barrister Chijoke Oseluka Ojukwu, expressed concern over the widespread disregard for setback requirements in many parts of the state. According to the Commissioner, the physical planning law stipulates a 6-meter setback from drainage channels and a 9-meter setback from highways. He emphasized that these provisions must be strictly observed to ensure orderly development and environmental safety. Barrister Ojukwu explained that due to the already built-up nature of Nnewi, Governor Chukwuma Soludo approved a concession allowing a 2-meter setback from drainage channels within the city. The commissioner urged developers and property owners to engage licensed professionals before embarking on any building project, warning that the government would continue enforcing compliance with planning regulations. Areas visited by the inspection team included Wood Market, Obunike, Building Materials Market, Ogidi, Nkwo Abagana, and Nnewi. The exercise forms part of the state government's broader commitment to creating safer, more organized, and environmentally sustainable urban centers across Anambra State. This is CIA News Africa. Subscribe to this channel if you're watching this video on YouTube, and follow this page if you're watching this video on Facebook. I am Chidi Ikenna Amobi. You're welcome to CIA News Africa. I am Chidi Ikenna Amobi. The First Lady of Anambra State, Dr. Nonye Soludo, has reaffirmed the importance of primary health care as a cornerstone of disease prevention and health promotion. She made a statement during the local government area Primary Healthcare Leadership Challenge Award and recognition ceremony held at the banquet hall of the Lighthouse, Awka. The Anambra State First Lady, Dr. Nonye Soludo, says primary healthcare remains the foundation of a healthy society and plays a vital role in disease prevention, maternal and child health care, immunization, nutrition, and community health education. Speaking at the local government area primary healthcare leadership challenge awards and recognition ceremony in Awka, Dr. Soludo noted that her office has continued to complement government efforts through strategic interventions and partnerships aimed at promoting healthy living, supporting women and children, strengthening nutrition awareness, and encouraging preventive healthcare practices. She highlighted the achievements of the administration of Governor Chukwuma Soludo in the health sector, noting that sustained investment in health infrastructure, modern medical equipment, workforce development, and the upgrading of primary health centers have significantly improved healthcare delivery across the state. The founder of the Healthy Living with Nonye Soludo initiative further stressed the need for increased public awareness on the importance of a strong primary healthcare system in improving the well-being of families and communities. She called for sustained collaboration among government agencies, healthcare workers, development partners, community leaders, and citizens to further strengthen the state's healthcare system and improve health outcomes.
I'm delighted to be here today for the Anambra State Primary Healthcare Leadership Challenge Award and recognition ceremony. Primary healthcare remains the bedrock of disease prevention, health promotion, maternal and child care, immunization, nutrition, and community health education. As we honor the award recipients, let us remember that excellence is not a destination but a continuous journey and an encouragement to strive for even greater impact.
Dr. Soludo also commended stakeholders whose dedication and contributions have continued to position Anambra State as a model for quality healthcare delivery. She expressed confidence that through collective commitment and partnership, the state will continue to make significant progress toward building a healthier, stronger, and more prosperous society. This is CIA News Africa. Subscribe to this channel if you're watching this video on YouTube, and follow this page if you're watching this video on Facebook. I am Chidi Ikenna Amobi. You're welcome to CIA News Africa. I am Chidi Ikenna Amobi. Father's Day celebration fills Mount of Olives Anglican Church with joy. It was a joyous atmosphere at Mount of Olives Anglican Church, Hillview Estate, Nkwele Zunaka, Anambra State, as fathers joined Christians worldwide to celebrate the 2026 Father's Day with thanksgiving and praise to God.
imekwala ya ọzọ nye anyị n'ụtụtụ a biko ka udo dịrị n'aha gị nsọ n'ihi mere nye anyị n'ụtụtụ a n'aha Jizọs Kraịst bụ onye nwe anyị.
The special Father's Day celebration brought together members of the church in a colorful display of love, unity, and appreciation for fatherhood. The event featured exciting activities, including cultural and contemporary dance performances, cake cutting, award presentations, and other entertaining side attractions that added glamour to the occasion. Speaking during the celebration, the resident priest of the church, Reverend Ikechukwu Agrima, commended the fathers for their outstanding performance, commitment, and spirit of togetherness in organizing the Father's Sunday program. He encouraged them to continue serving as positive role models in their families, the church, and society at large.
Mgbe anyị bịara na chọọchị a 2014, MCF chọọchị a na-eme ọfụma. 2024 please, ọ bụrụ 14. Ọ gbarịrị m ọnụ. Ndị nna chọọchị a na-eme ọfụma, mana nke unu bidoziri ime ọfụma nke ọdịnsa, ọ dịzi egwu, gbasara gị ọkụ. Ịchọ ịgwa gị gwa aga. Ndị na-esigo na 2 groups, wee baa na 3 groups, and from kepu na anụkwa, before ara agwụ, a ga-enwe men's group 4. Ịchọ ịgwa gị gwa aga. Maka na men's group 3 bụ nwa na-azụ azụ, otogo, alụ ọbụ na oto na ọkọ nwa, a na-asụ na alụ ya, alụ dị ya, ha ga-atọ nwa. Amen. So anyị na-afụ ndị nna ha na-eme ọfụma na-agbasi mbọ ike ime ka ha si wee nọrụ efu na ha bụ ndị maara ife ha na-eme maka na a man's wisdom makes his face to shine. Our men's faces are shining, showing that they are all wise men and wise people. Ihe ọzọ anyị chọkwara ihe ọ bụ Genesis 18.
The celebration ended on a joyful note as members expressed gratitude to God for his faithfulness and the gift of fatherhood. Indeed, it was a memorable occasion filled with thanksgiving, fellowship, and happiness for the fathers and entire church community. This is CIA News Africa. Subscribe to this channel if you're watching this video on YouTube, and follow this page if you're watching this video on Facebook. I am Chidi Ikenna Amobi. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers all over the world. We love you. You're welcome to CIA News Africa. I am Chidi Ikenna Amobi. Nigerian inmates in Ethiopia applaud Tinubu over prisoner transfer agreement. Nigerian inmates currently serving prison terms in Ethiopia have expressed gratitude to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu following the successful signing of a bilateral prisoner transfer agreement between Nigeria and Ethiopia. The agreement is expected to enable convicted citizens of both countries to serve their sentences in their respective home nations, promoting rehabilitation and closer family support. Nigerian inmates at Abba Samuel Prison in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, have welcomed the landmark prisoner transfer agreement signed between the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia. The inmates expressed joy and appreciation to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, for facilitating the agreement, which they described as a significant step towards improving the welfare of Nigerians incarcerated abroad. The agreement allows convicted citizens of Nigeria and Ethiopia to be transferred to their home nations to complete their prison terms in accordance with the laws and conditions agreed upon by both nations. The inmates noted that development offers renewed hope for reunification with families and access to rehabilitation programs within their home country. The landmark accord was facilitated through diplomatic engagements led by Nigeria's Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Bianca Odumegwu Ojukwu, whose efforts have been widely commended by stakeholders. Observers say the agreement reflects the strengthening bilateral relations between Nigeria and Ethiopia, while also demonstrating the federal government's commitment to protecting the rights and welfare of Nigerians abroad. The Nigeria-Ethiopia prisoner transfer agreement is expected to take effect following the completion of necessary legal and administrative procedures by both countries. For many affected inmates, the agreement represents a new chapter of hope and the prospect of serving the remainder of their sentences closer to home and family. This is CIA News Africa. Subscribe to this channel if you're watching this video on YouTube, and follow this page if you're watching this video on Facebook. I am Chidi Ikenna Amobi. You're welcome to CIA News Africa. I am Chidi Ikenna Amobi. Federal Polytechnic Oko has recorded a landmark achievement as Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, officially approved its affiliation request and signed a Memorandum of Understanding, popularly known as MOU, with the institution. The affiliation proposal was initially submitted in February 2026 by the Rector of Federal Polytechnic Oko, Dr. Chioma Irene Awuzie, alongside her management team, as part of the efforts to expand academic opportunities and strengthen the institution's educational offerings. Following a rigorous review process and due diligence conducted by the Nnamdi Azikiwe University, approval was granted by the university's Senate, leading to the formal signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between the two institutions. The development is in line with the Rector's 12-point agenda on academic reinvention and program development, which seeks to reposition the Polytechnic through innovation, academic expansion, and strategic partnerships. With the approval, Federal Polytechnic Oko is now authorized to run bachelor's degree programs in affiliation with Nnamdi Azikiwe University in the following disciplines: business administrations, public administrations, accountancy, banking and finance, mass communication, computer science, computer engineering, electrical engineering, chemistry, biochemistry, and microbiology. Speaking on the landmark achievement, the Rector, Dr. Irene Awuzie, expressed profound gratitude to the management of Nnamdi Azikiwe University for the confidence reposed in Federal Polytechnic Oko. She noted that the affiliation represents a major advancement in the institution's commitment to providing accessible, quality, and industry-relevant higher education for students across Nigeria and beyond. According to Dr. Awuzie, the affiliation will create greater opportunities for prospective students, enhance academic excellence, and further strengthen the Polytechnic's position as a leading institution for technological and professional education in the country. She emphasized that the successful approval and signing of the MOU underscore the visionary leadership and commitment of the Polytechnic's management team in pursuing strategic partnerships that promote institutional growth, innovation, and academic development. Members of the Polytechnic community have described the development as historic, noting that it will broaden educational opportunities and provide students with access to university degree qualifications while studying within the conducive learning environment of Federal Polytechnic Oko. The affiliation arrangement is expected to commence immediately after the completion of all necessary regulatory and administrative procedures. The affiliation marks a new chapter in the history of Federal Polytechnic, Oko, and is expected to significantly expand access to degree education while fostering academic excellence and institutional growth. This is CIA News Africa. Subscribe to this channel if you're watching this video on YouTube, and follow this page if you're watching this video on Facebook. I am Chidi Ikenna Amobi. You're welcome to CIA News Africa. I am Chidi Ikenna Amobi. The University on the Niger, Omunya, has hosted its maiden legacy symposium in honor of Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowther. The Department of Religious Studies at the University on the Niger, Omunya, on June 17, held its inaugural legacy symposium in honor of Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowther. The symposium themed Rethinking Moral Authority and Leadership Accountability through the Legacy of Bishop Crowther, focused on examining the values and leadership principles that define the life and ministry of the pioneering Anglican bishop. Representing the Chancellor of the University, Right Reverend Owen Chidozie Nwokolo, the Venerable Dr. Okechukwu Ubekes described the symposium as timely and impactful. He said the initiative was dedicated to preserving and promoting Bishop Crowther's legacy while encouraging meaningful discussions on moral leadership and accountability. The Vice Chancellor of the institution, Very Reverend Chinedu Nebo, expressed satisfaction with the successful hosting of the maiden symposium, describing it as a fitting tribute to Bishop Crowther and a significant contribution to scholarship, leadership development, and character formation. Delivering the keynote address, former Vice Chancellor of the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, Professor Ben Osumba, challenged the participants to emulate Bishop Crowther's virtues of integrity, resilience, humility, and selfless service. Also speaking, the head of the Department of Religion and Human Relations at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Professor Kanayo Nwadialo, emphasized the need for contemporary society to adopt leadership ideals exemplified by Bishop Crowther while adapting lessons from his era to strengthen accountability and transparency in governance and public service. The head of the Department of Religious Studies, University of the Niger, Venerable Emmanuel Uzrebunam, thanked God for the success of the symposium and expressed optimism that it would become a sustainable platform for promoting the values and leadership principles embodied by Bishop Crowther. The event attracted distinguished academics, clergy, and guests, including Venerable Dr. Izuchukwu Obiekwe, who participated in the robust intellectual discussions and scholarly exchanges that characterized the gathering. The Maiden Legacy Symposium underscores the University on the Niger's commitment to promoting ethical leadership, academic excellence, and enduring values exemplified by Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowther. This is CIA News Africa. Subscribe to this channel if you're watching this video on YouTube, and follow this page if you're watching this video on Facebook. I am Chidi Ikenna Amobi. May your day be blessed.
My name is Reverend Ikechukwu Agrima, the priest of Diocese of the Niger Anglican Communion. Keep watching CIA News Africa, and God bless you.